Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read. This time it's a full Celtic Cross Tarot love spread about your love life at the moment. So I've made 3 readings here. Crystal, Flower and Shell is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal ball, this rose quartz crystal ball, which is out with the moon card? You don't know what's going on at the moment. The unknown. Or would you like the flower? And the flower is out with the 8 of Materials card, which is all about not wanting to invest in something unless someone is investing back and you're going to get a return from it. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the 4 of Pentacles. So someone's gone silent on you. You don't know what the hell's going on with them at the moment. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like as you're watching this video down there. Leave me a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads. You can book in for one of those mini reads beforehand on my website BeHealing.com. I'll pop a link for it up there, and I will do your mini read right at the start of that Psychic Cafe show, and then send you, after I've done it, send you the link to the show so that you can watch the replay, or you can come along live as well and book in for one of those mini reads while I'm live too. Would love to see you in there. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week as well, and I also offer private readings as well from my website BeHealing.com. You can find all of that stuff on BeHealing.com. Well, enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal along with the Light Seers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread about your love life. Crystals, now as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you feel like this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box in the comments below. So let's get straight into it. And what is this reading all about? It's about the moon. It's about the unknown. Some of you don't know what's going on at the moment with somebody, or you've just kind of been single for ages and you don't know what you're waiting for. You're like, universe, what's going on? Like, shouldn't you be doing something now, universe? That kind of thing. So the unknown is what this is all about. Left in the dark, perhaps, about something. Tell us more. What's crossing crystals at the moment? You've got 2 cards there. Judgment, choices that you're making, decisions you're making, and the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is the happily ever after. There's a twinge here in the energies of the 10 of Cups about a fantasy of a happily ever after. But what's holding you back is the choices that you're making based on an idea of what is your happily ever after. Now, this seems to be pointing to perhaps your idea of your happily ever after isn't exactly what is going to be the best for you. You know, sometimes we choose the things that we choose in our love lives more to alleviate pain or as a protective kind of a mechanism instead of what would actually make us really, really happy. And I say that with no judgment, you know. It's, of course we want to alleviate pain, of course we want to avoid those things, but there's another way around this, another way around dealing with protecting ourselves where our love life is concerned is, you know, by choosing someone perhaps that's safe, by choosing someone that is that's got a good job, or someone that's already, you know, there's things that we choose like that. If instead of doing that, instead of trying to make choices for who you think would be a good partner for the long term, for your happily ever after, you can instead work on yourself and know that you've got everything within yourself, right? And then when you're like integrated in a whole person, so you can make yourself happy, you can give yourself the happily ever after if you want to. So you're not looking for neither security nor anything else from someone else. You would like a relationship, yes. But if you are kind of a whole person yourself, then you can be in this almost teenage energy again of headed into a relationship and seeing what is the happily ever after. I'm not talking about making bad decisions or just going with just anybody, but there's something here about you've got a very perhaps formulated view of what your happily ever after will look like. There'll be this and there'll be that and there'll be this and there'll be that. And what this is saying is those choices, not all of them are aligned with you. Not all of them are right for you. Some of those choices that you're making are based out of fear. And that's not the best place to be in. I think this is saying like your person's going to be not who you're choosing at the moment, because some of your choices at the moment are based out of fear. How do things appear on the face of it? I hope I explained that right, because it was difficult to get those words out. Five of Wands, it feels like there's a lot of competition, right? So the Five of Wands, you might have a lot of interest at the moment. I mean, a lot of people are interested in you at the moment, and so, but then they're not the ones that you would choose. So it's like, I don't like the options that are put in front of me kind of things. There's a lot of competition for you, and people might be saying to you, what's your deal here? You could have the pick of anyone, just like choose somebody. What's going on? You're like, but I'm not being given the right options. What's really behind that is happy. I want to be happy, someone that makes me truly happy. So you're recognizing this reading is kind of saying you might be worried that you're being a little bit too picky, but you kind of are being a little bit too picky, but not really. Don't lower your standards, but maybe look at what your standards are again, list them out, and then go through them one at a time and say, could this one be coming from fear rather than what I truly want? Could this be coming from trying to avoid what I don't want because I'm not healed from that yet? Or is this truly what I want? Because sometimes when we heal from things, we find that we actually want that thing in the person again. So there's a need here for you to get really clear again on what will truly make you happy. And I'm really getting from this that you've already kind of decided what will make you happy. Recent past energy. The recent past energy. Recent past. 4 crystals. 2 of Wands. Deciding what to do. Absolute nightmare. Five of Wands there. 5 of Swords, sorry. 5 of Swords is it's a headache. It's like, what should I do then? What's my approach? How should I approach this? How should I meet someone? Should I put myself out there? I'm not sure I want to do that because it feels a bit draining to me. So you've been kind of weighing up your options of like, should I make a move on this? Should I put myself out there again, dating? Should I put myself on Tinder? Should I do this? Should I do that? And it's all been a heavy energy. The heavy energy in that conflict, this is showing that is not in alignment with you. And so there's a need. I think you guys are single and you're like, okay, I want a relationship now. How am I going to make that happen? I need to do something. Doing something feels icky to me. I'd rather have a masculine come in and do something. I want them to be in the masculine energy. I don't want to be in the masculine energy and do something. 2 of Wands. And so there might be a lot of confliction in there with you. You'd much rather ask for it and the universe bring it to you, right? Near future energy. The Magician. Oh, you're manifesting something. Start a big offer, a big shiny offer, someone planting a seed with you. So you're manifesting that. You're in manifestational energy at the moment. You're manifesting it. So yes, you seem to be waiting, right? You are manifesting it, but you need to get clear on what your true wishes are for your happily ever after. Eliminate those ones that come from fear so that you don't miss it once you've manifested it. It's right in front of you, so that you don't discount it and go, oh, well, they're not that, Okay. For example, it could be a career thing. Say if you'd had a relationship with someone that was really bad with money, right? And they were squandering, they were perhaps gambling or something like that, spending all the money on addictions, and you're like, I don't want to have that experience again. But you in order to defend yourself from that, so you don't go through that again, you could have a good decision, like I won't go out with someone that's addicted again. But you might have said, they've got to be good with money, they've got to have at least this, or a career or something like that, at a certain level. That might be your protection from that thing that you experienced before. So just go through it like with a fine tooth comb there, of what those wishes are, and ask yourself, like, are there any fear things here? Because if you've got someone, say, real creative, that's going to like love you in an amazing way, but like they don't have that much money, it doesn't mean that they're spending it on their addictions or anything like that. But you might miss them, and they're the ones that are going to love you, right? So just so that you don't skip by them, you need to go through that wish list again for what it is that you want in a long-term partner. So this is about the moon, it's about the unknown. What else is this about? It's about the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles says you're single and independent at the moment, but you're kind of closed down. You've locked your heart away in a box there. I will only open this box for if somebody ticks all the boxes. Otherwise, I'm going to say no. So you're coming off as a little bit cold, dare I say it, heartless, cold and heartless at the moment, closed off. This is closed off energy. So you think you're in the unknown waiting for something. You are manifesting it, yes, but you're still in defensive mode about something, or about a few things perhaps, and resisting. It's like, I want a relationship, and then you're like, no, like that. I think I'm calling myself out here, by the way. It's not just you. Okay. What are your fears? Fears. The world, starting a new chapter. So you're actually afraid of starting a new chapter. There is that too, right? So you might be quite comfortable where you are, even though you're asking for something. At the end of the day, you're like, oh, I'm glad I've got my bed to myself, and I've got my own space, and I can do whatever it does that I want. So there's a bit of a fear of starting a new chapter here, ending the chapter that you've been in. And protection, here you go. 7 of Wands, it's all about protecting yourself. So you're afraid to let those guards down. It's because you've been hurt in the past, right? And you've got your guard up at the moment, and you're afraid to drop that. And it's what we need to do for love. Love is always going to be a risk. We need to be vulnerable. You need to let your guard down, right? So lots of protection energy here. And you might not have wanted to admit to that. You might think, no, I'm open now. But you're open in a kind of a guarded way. Okay, what are your wishes? Wishes. What are you hoping for? Hoping and wishing for and dreaming for. The King of Swords. Someone who's intelligent, someone that knows what they want, someone who's quite clear about what it is that they want, someone that wants a relationship in the same kind of way that you want a relationship. So perhaps committed, monogamous, and all of that kind of thing. So you want someone with clarity, King of Swords. Not someone that doesn't know what they want, and all of that. What else? So in other words, you're not looking for someone who just wants to enter into a relationship and see where it goes. You want someone that clearly wants the same things as you. Cerebrally wants the things that can tell you, that will say, I am looking for a long-term relationship and this and that. You want someone that's like that. What else are you wishing for? Ace of Wands, passion. Mixed with passion, someone that knows what they want, an intelligent person who's very clear on it, and with passion too. Okay, so let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to reveal the first outcome card in this reading, but I'm going to get about 6 or 7 of them out. And the rest of them, the rest of the progression, I'm going to reveal in that deeper dive read, along with getting cards out for clarity and guidance for you from these decks here, message cards from your person, your future person, or anyone else that shows up in these outcome cards. And what else? Timing cards as well for all of this for you too. So you got that, and you got that. Okay, that's 2 outcome cards. And then what? So yeah, a progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 cards there. I'm going to reveal the first one to you now. Let's just take a look at the rest. Oh, okay. And that. 6 outcome cards there. The first one is here, and it is the Death card. Very powerful kind of a card. Some significant change that is going to open you up to something completely new. Now, this could be an aha in a way about yourself, an internal change that changes the way that you're looking at it completely. But yeah, there's going to be a significant change or something significant that happens to change things up that is going to get this ball rolling for you. So if you want to know what the rest of those are and want all of that other guidance and all of that good stuff, then you might want to get that. If this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email, it might end up in the inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower along with the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross Tarot love spread. Find out what's going on in your love life. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into it and find out what's going on in your love life. What's this reading all about? It's about the 8 of materials and the 6 of materials. Oh, you've got a head on your shoulders, right? 8 of materials is all about I'm only willing to put energy into something that I'm going to get energy out of. No longer squandering my energy. I'm not willing to invest in someone or something that isn't investing in me. There's got to be the reciprocation. 6 of materials, there's got to be reciprocation. So I think this is for you guys, this reading, that have really got themselves into this. You recognize when you're overgiving in relationships, when you have a lot to offer in relationships, you just get into a relationship and you help someone else out, that kind of thing, and you realize that ends up being a draining relationship, one-sided and all of that, and it's my time to receive now, and I need an equal, a partner, someone that can reciprocate, someone that is investing as much as I'm investing, someone that has got as much to offer as I've got to offer. So this is for you guys that really know how much you offer in a relationship, and you're looking for that in someone else. What's crossing you? What's hindering you in this? The devil energy. Temptations. Queen of Voices. And the Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords, is the no. It's the boundaries. It's the saying no to the temptations, right? So people are coming along and you're like, tempted, I'm tempted, I'm tempted, I could go there. No, I'm not going to go there, is what this is saying. So you're tempted by what you're seeing is someone that can't reciprocate or doesn't appear to be able to reciprocate, and you're saying no to that. That's hindering you at the moment. So your boundaries might be a little bit high at the moment. Your judgment of people and whether they perhaps reciprocate might be not the best judgments at the moment, or not completely true. You know, my guides have said to me, you'll be surprised who can love you properly. It's not necessarily they haven't got the outward appearance and the things going on for them that you would think. The one that can actually love you right. Okay, how do things appear on the face of it in your love life? The news of emotions. Somebody loves you. Somebody loves you properly. Someone really loves you. Yeah, that's someone else's energy. So someone is loving you. What's really behind that? It appears that someone loves you. 5 of inspiration, but there's competition. 7 of materials of what they'll invest in. So someone loves you, yes, the feelings are there, the love is there, but they're not investing. Or they are investing, but not enough. There's competition with what they're investing, so they put a lot of time in, perhaps in other relationships. This could be someone that's dating a lot of people, or the work and things like that. You don't feel like this person is investing as much as you're investing in it. So you kind of, this is saying that there's someone that loves you, yes, but you're so firm on, I will no longer invest too much of myself. I want this person to step up and invest more, and then I'll step my investment up. But they're not doing that, so I have to kind of wait for them to invest more before I will invest. The love is there, obviously, the love is there. But you know, the love can be there, but if the reciprocation isn't there, it's not enough for you. So recent past energies, what's gone on recently in the past for this person? 2 of emotions, they gave you a love offer. So this thing has started. It seems like a very good match. There's perhaps romance there and other things. Feelings, a lot of watery energy there in things on the face of it in the recent past. So something started off, but they're not investing as much as you want them to invest, is what this story appears to be to me. Am I right? Let me know in the comments below. And near future energy, what's the near future energy? Near future, what's coming? 3 of emotions, some kind of a reunion, a get together or a party or something like that. Tell us more about that. Queen of materials, something about your success, something revolving around you. So a party, birthday party, is your birthday coming up? Or a work party celebrating something that you've been involved in. It's centered around you anyway. Queen of materials, especially in this deck, she's successful. This is her, the Queen of materials, and this is a poster that she's made of her impending success. So you could be being celebrated in some kind of way. That's coming up for you. This person could be involved in that too, could be coming along to that. So there's going to be a bit of an interaction there. So this reading is all about it getting results back from investments that you make in relationships and it being reciprocal. It's also about teamwork, planning together, being on the same page, like at the same time. I feel like you've got a strong connection with someone here, and it's a good match, and you know not to invest. They're not investing enough. They've invested something, but it's pretty much just emotional energy. It's like you want to put your heads together. You want them to get to this stage where they want to plan ahead with you, where they've got to invest. You're waiting for this person to invest for sure, and for you to be like at the same point, at the same time, on the same level. Do you know what I mean? Wanting the same things. It's like you're waiting for this person to want the same things, but their energy and their investment, so their time, their energy, it's got competition. The 5 of inspiration is competition, so they've got other things going on in their life. What are your fears around this person? Ace of Voices. I don't feel like that's the right card for some reason. Fears, weighing up your options. You're not sure if you're picking this right. So, yeah, I get that. Weighing up options, like, should I wait for this person to step up? They've obviously got the potential too. You're seeing it as a good match. They've got the potential to step up, but you and I both know we shouldn't hold out for someone's potential, right? We should take them at face value if they're investing in or not. But if we just like dismiss everyone because of that, especially when there's love there, we can't just dismiss everyone, right? Sometimes we've got to give a second chance, or give them some time to step up. Sometimes And we need that too. Sometimes we go wrong or whatever, and someone leads us to stepping up in some kind of a way. So we don't want to be like cutthroat, but we also don't want to wait around too long for someone to kind of reach that potential that we want them to reach. So, two materials, weighing up your options. Are you doing the right thing here in still focusing on this person, or should you be moving on from it? The High Priestess, intuition. Yeah, you can trust your intuition on this, but there's this fear. There's a fear here about your intuition. Like, are you leading yourself astray? Is your intuition wrong when you're pulling cards for this person? Are you reading into it what you want to read, kind of thing? There's a lot of questioning about this, because I get it. If it's right for you, then why aren't they investing? If you're ready for investment, why aren't they investing now? But doesn't that mean that they're the wrong person for you then? If you're not at the same page at the same time, and that's this card, the Three of Materials. Okay. Well, what are your hopes? What are your hopes? The Muse of Voices, for someone with clarity. You want them to have clarity of what it is that they want, and of course you want that clarity to be that it's you, or clarity that they don't want you as well, so that you can actually move on from it, maybe. And for significant change, for like the way it is at the moment to end, so it can either start or end completely, but you want, you're hoping for like significant change in this. It's the Death and Rebirth card, you know. So it's got to end the way it is at the moment and then start afresh properly with investment on both sides, or end completely and that's that and it's done. I think you want clarity from this person either way. You want them to have clarity on that. It's like, well, just tell me like that this isn't going to happen, or it is. And if it is going to happen, invest. What are your outcome cards? So I'm going to get like 6 outcome cards. I'm going to show you the first one of them in this reading, and the rest of them, as it progresses, I am going to reveal in the deeper dive reading, that extended reading. So if this sounds like it is your story, because your story wants it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. Not only will I be revealing all of these 6 or 7 outcome cards in that deeper dive read, I'll also be getting cards out from here as well to give you guidance. I'll be getting a timing card out. We'll be getting message cards from your person. I'll also get deeper into their energy as well, what they've got going on, like any healing stuff, things that they're working through and all of that. Possible timelines, as I've said. Just get deeper into all of this. So let's get your outcome cards out first. Got 3 out, 4, 5, and 1 more, please. 1 more. We haven't just got 1 more. You got 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We got a lot of cards there. Let me just consolidate this. And the first one that's out is, first outcome card that you've got out is the Nine of Materials, single independence. So you got a little bit more time by yourself with all of this, like getting wins for yourself and all of that kind of thing. So more in your stability. Where did I see that? Yeah, the Queen of Materials. That's what you've got coming in the near future, like a party, a celebration of you achieving something. Queen of Materials, your success. So a bit more time by yourself there. Then you got all of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite an interesting story here with a bit of a glitch in the middle of it. So if you want to find out what they are and want all of the rest of it, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell along with the Tower of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross love spread. Find out what's going on in your love life at the moment. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box or in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading. What is this reading all about? It's about the Four of Pentacles. Oh, someone's holding their energy back. Someone's being elusive, not talking to you at the moment, not responding, not picking up the phone, they're just not in it. They're being a bit silent, holding their energy back. What is going on? Yeah, I'm not getting that that's your energy. I'm getting that's someone else's energy. So someone's gone quiet on you. Now, what's holding you back in this? What is hindering you in this? What's hindering you in this? The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is reciprocal energy, so they go quiet, so you go quiet on them too. And it's not necessarily the best thing to do, because really you want answers, right? It might be about attack instead of just giving them the same and then not knowing what the hell's going on. To insist on communication or something like that, to ask them, confront the situation and all of that. You might just be like reciprocating, holding your energy back too. Well, if they're ignoring me, I'm going to ignore them too. But you're kind of hoping for things to change. Ignore them and hoping for things to change. It might just get to that awkward point where it's like they don't. This says this is holding you back, so it's not the best energy to give them back the same, as if they're just going to kind of realize and change their mind and then come back at you. It's more likely that it's like now it's even too awkward because you've not got in touch with them either, and you're not pushing them to. Now it's too awkward for them to get in touch. It could be something like that. Let's get deeper into it. How do things appear on the surface of it? Six of Cups, just memories kind of thing. So you're more emotionally invested in what you've had in the past with this person. So there's no current going on with this person. You can't get any emotional nourishment from this relationship as it is right now. And so you're just thinking of the past and getting your emotional nourishment through thinking about how things were with them. Okay, so this is kind of saying that you're emotionally lacking at the moment. You're not receiving anything. And perhaps instead of being in that energy and going, hang on, I'm not getting anything at the moment, and then using that, like, I feel empty at the moment, I'm not receiving anything, using that to fuel you to get this thing to move forward. Instead, you're relying on the memories, kind of, it's like a backward fantasy kind of thing. And getting emotional nourishment from that, which we always can do. We can always sit in a room by ourselves and think of long for the past kind of thing, or even fantasize about the future and not be addressing the elephant in the room, is that I'm not getting my emotional and relationship needs met at the moment. What's really behind that, though? That's how it appears on the surface, is that you're delving back into the past to get your emotional needs met just with memories. The Emperor. What's really behind that is you want them to step into the masculine and take a lead. So you're being in the feminine emotional energy by looking back in the past at better times when they were communicating, you had some interaction and all of that. What's really behind that is like you will not take the first step because you think that it's masculine energy to do that, and you want them to do that. So we're a bit of a standoff here. We need to find out what's going on with them and why they're not stepping forward and why they have gone silent in the first place. So recent past energies, there's you being the King of Pentacles. So a feminine King of Pentacles, meaning your energy. So you were the stable one, they were the unstable one. Sometimes when I see that, the feminine being in the masculine position there, I see sometimes projection going on there. So you might think that this person is stable and you're projecting that onto them, but really it's you that's got the stability. You're the stable one. You see it in people. You see people are like making excuses for their partners or stuff and projecting what they actually are, or they'll. I used to do it. Like I used to think I knew my potential and greatness and all of that, but I wouldn't kind of admit to it, and so I would choose someone that wasn't living up to their potential as well, and I would just like project it all on them, going they're a great person and they got all this potential and they could do this much, and I'd encourage them to do it instead of doing exactly that for myself. And so there could be a bit of projection, or in the recent past could have been a bit of projection there. It's actually you that's a stable one, and you could have been kind of choosing those because they've got some stability, but really they don't have that stability at all. You might have thought that you could be stable together. You need to recognize that you're the stable one, and that you have got stability in your life and all of that. It's you that's that. Near future energy we got coming in. 5 of Swords. Ouch. Something is going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. Tell us more about that. 4 of Cups. Regrets. Regrets. Okay, so you're not... Yeah, it's going to hurt. There's no way around this. 4 of Cups, it's regrets. And it's like what's being offered to you is not exactly what you want. And you're kind of waiting and regretting, and it's hurting you. So it's about the 4 of Pentacles. Tell us what else this reading is about. If it doesn't come out in this reading what's going on with them, then I'm going to have to do it all in the deep dive. The 9 of Cups is about your wishes. It's about you getting what you want in a relationship. Your needs, your relationship needs, your cups filled and all of this. The 9 of Cups is kind of doing that for yourself. Some of you are just too good at loving other people and not enough loving yourself, not good enough at loving yourself. Like I said with that projection thing, that's about a lack of self-love, right? Try and do it for someone else instead of doing it for ourselves. And if we give ourselves that exact same energy that we're trying to pour onto someone else, then we really benefit from it. So this is all about your wishes. The universe could have kind of pulled this person away from you so that you get that self-love thing and start, whatever it is that you're trying to do for this person, start recognizing it in yourself and start doing those things for yourself. You know how encouraging you are, and you try and help them and you know, help them to heal and help them to become a better person, and you encourage them. Start doing all of that for yourself. When I realized years ago that I was doing this and I was trying to do it for other people, and it's like, hang on a minute, I'm the one that needs this help. I'm going to do it for myself now. And I pulled away from everybody, and then I started doing it for myself. All those things that I wanted to do inside of a relationship, I started doing it for me. And it made such a massive difference. I was very self-indulgent for a while there, but it really changed completely. It changed my experience completely. It turns out I'm really good at loving other people, and I'm really good at loving myself when I turn it on myself like that. Encourage myself. So really this is all about you. Perhaps time out for you. Have you thought of it that way? What are your fears? What are your fears? Eight of Cups, that they've walked away, that they've actually ended it without communicating it to you, that it's the end of it, that they're really clear on that. Or that it's too slow. This is moving too slowly. I'm not really getting that as a strong energy at all. So you're afraid that this is over, and that might be why you're not confronting them about it, because you're too scared to actually hear that it's over. That's your fears anyway. It's not necessarily saying that that's what's happening. What are your hopes? What are your hopes? The 3 of Cups for a reunion. Them to come back. It feels to me like you want them to do it because they're the masculine. 10 of Cups and the happily ever after. Wow. That's a big leap from all of these energies. You're on the happily ever after with someone that's pulled away and isn't talking to you. That's a big leap. Let's get your outcome cards out. So I'll be revealing the first outcome card, which is right there. in this reading, and then I'm going to get like 6 or 7 more out. 6 or 7 in total. Ooh. For a progression kind of thing for your outcome, and I'll be revealing those in the deeper dive read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what? 6. Let's get one more after that. I can't leave it at that. Okay, 7. 7 outcome cards there. The first one being... Hang on, let me pick them up. The first one being judgment. So you've got a decision to make from a place of clarity. This is about discernment. This is about stopping ignoring what's going on at the moment and facing it and making a decision. That's what you've got in the outcome. If you want to know what the rest of these are, I'll be doing that in the deeper dive. I'll also be getting cards out for guidance for you with all of this. I'll be getting message cards out from your person. See what they've got to say for themselves. I'll also be getting what's going on for them. Let's really get into that, because we didn't get into that in this reading. So what is going on for them? What's it all about? I'll get clarity on that and make sure that that comes out in the reading. We'll get a timing card for any of this future stuff coming in as well. And yeah, so if you want that, if this sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, wants it to be a story, then you might want to get that. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on that shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment, click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.